A very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bowlingcattv in the beautiful city of Barcelona. And we're in the shadow of Camp Nou, perhaps one of the most famous bowling centres, perhaps one of the most famous soccer grounds in the whole wide world. We're here for the final of the Ciutat de Barcelona Championships. It's a tournament that's been held over the week, and we're reaching the final, which is a stepladder between the top three seeds. We're going to feature Dominic Barrett from England playing Ildemaro Ruiz from Venezuela in a one-game match, and they'll be playing for one game, and the winner of that game will go forward to play against none other than Oscar Palermo, the Finnish guy with a weird, perhaps strange, two-handed delivery. I'm Keith Hale, the international editor of Bowler's Journal, and alongside me I have no one else better than Amleto Monicelli from Venezuela, but well known as a member of the Professional Bowlers Association, and has the distinction of being the Hall of Fame for the Professional Bowlers Association and for the United States Bowling Congress. And he has 19 PBA titles. Welcome, Amleto. Lovely to have you sitting next to me.
Hi, how you doing? It's great to be here watching this great TV show with one of the best players in the whole tournament, Dominic Patrick and Ildemaro Ruiz and Oscar Palermo. So we're going to have a great match today because I think they definitely bowled the best out of everybody, and that's why they deserve to be here right now.
Strange thing, Amleto, is that all three are Storm staff.
Yes, they are. Actually, they are in, if we can see that they're using, we're going to say what they're using this week. Dominic's been using the IQ, the Fire Road, and the IQ Tour. Oscar's been using the IQ Tour, High Road, and the Marble Pearl. And Ildemaro has been using the IQ Tour, Defiant, and the Anarchy.
That's a nice mix of bowling balls, and Dominic has dominated the tournament really with the High Road. He just bowled a 300 game down on lanes 1 and 2, and that's the only 300 that's been bowled in the tournament this year.
Yes, I think Dominic shot 300 with a 5 road. I was next to him, a couple lanes to my left, and yeah, he came to me and asked me, how do you like that ball? And I said, yeah, I like it. It's pretty nice. And it was the first time for him using it, and he shot 300, so I think he likes it.
Yeah, he's quite an exponent of Storm bowling balls, and I've been one of the most successful members of the Storm bowling staff, I believe.
Yes, right now him and Oscar and Ildemaro, that's all they use. Practically, Storm has the best, I would say, they got so many bowling balls that everyone is really good. It's impossible not to dislike any one of them, you know. So that's why three guys out of the Storm staff are there.
Yeah, they're really talented. Dominic, of course, comes from Colchester in England. Oscar Palermo from Helsinki in Finland. And you tell me where Ildemaro
Ildemaro Ruiz is from Barquisimeto, Venezuela, which is the same hometown where I'm from. Actually, he's my brother's brother-in-law. He's part of the family.
Oh, it's a good guy to have in your family.
Yes, yes.
We've got Kim Torsgaard Jensen, the MC, and he's introducing the two players.
Yes.
The two participants from Venezuela, Ildemaro Ruiz. And from England, Dominic Barrett. And Ildemaro will begin the match on lane 5.
Okay, so Ildemaro is going to kick off the 34th Ciutat de Barcelona match, been running 34 years.
Wow, it's great.
One of the oldest bowling tournaments in Europe. I think the eldest one is Ballmaster in Helsinki at Tally Bowling Ball.
Well, it's a great tournament to have it here in Barcelona, great city, beautiful.
Oh, you love it because they all speak Spanish.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell me about Ildemaro's game.
Well, Demaro's been bowling the best since last year in the World Series when he made 3 TV shows out of 6 tournaments. He's really focused on what he's doing, and he's really doing the right changes at the right times, and that's why he's in the top 3 right now.
Dominic, of course, one of the most outstanding European bowlers we've ever had. 3 times World Bowler of the Year from World Bowling Writers.
Yeah, he's ready.
Just trying to think of how many tournaments he's won, but my calculator won't go up that high.
Well, yeah, I really don't know because I know he's young, so.
He runs a pro shop.
Went a little high in that shot.
Yeah, and, the 4-7. So Will Demaro starts with a strike and an 8 count for Mr. Barrett. How do you like Dominic's game? Stands well left, throws it out to, most of the time throws it out to around the 5th board, somewhere around there.
Actually, yeah, I like it a lot because he can get so much on the ball without really spreading the ball, you know, to the right. He's really keeps pretty good in place, and actually that's one of the things that I'm trying to work on my game as we speak.
What about the attitude of the pro bowlers in the States to the international players coming over and winning like I think all 5 titles of the World Series of Bowling went to international players?
Well, you know, the beat, it was taken by me when I came out on the tour because I was the very first one to come out, and you know, but right now they had to open the doors because they realized that the best players in the world, they're not just in the U.S., they're all over the world, like we see right now.
It's a double for Del Demaro.
Yes.
And when you think back, international players, I mean, Guppy Troop was Scottish. I don't know if he...
Well, that's what he says, yes. Every time he sees me, he says, "You're not the first international player." I am. And I say, "Well, I don't see your passport. I got to see it." Here's mine. So that's something he still has to show me, so I don't know.
And another one that didn't do all that good was John Fitch from Australia. He used to travel with Carmen Sovino, and he called him, Carmen always called him Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, really? I don't remember him. I'm
no,
sorry,
I think it was before your time.
Yes.
That was back in the 60s.
Okay, yes, definitely went.
You were just a spring chicken then. Already.
Yeah. Here's El Demaro for the 3rd frame. See if we can get the turkey here. Looks good.
Left the 10 pin, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of boards difference on 5 and 6, as you may well have realised, having bowled quite a few squads, and then the finals here today, the quarterfinals and semi-finals.
Yes, I think lane 5 goes a little longer than lane 6. It's going to be a tight match, no matter what.
Well, if you wanted to handpick 3 bowlers to contest the step-ladder final, I don't think you can do better than these 3.
If I have to guess, it's going to be about who's going to carry the most because everybody's hitting the pocket pretty well.
The lane's going to be a little bit on the dry side when Oscar comes up, and he has a really high revving ball. Is he going to leave a lot of corner pins?
Anything is possible, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to burn it up so much. Well, maybe the lights do it. A little work on that, but it's only 2 games, so I think they're gonna be okay.
That's another 10 pin for
on lane 5,
Dominic.
yes.
So honours even 49 for both in the 2nd frame.
It's only, yeah, it's gonna be a close match, like I said. It's not about who's gonna strike the most.
233 to 232, maybe.
I don't know if it's gonna be that tight, but. Maybe.
I don't know.
Wow. 7 pen.
7-10, but the 10's gone.
Yes.
So 68 in the 3rd frame for our Venezuelan friend.
I see Demaro with a lot of confidence. He looks pretty calm. Also Dominic, but we'll see what happens. He's going to make the right change to get the corner out.
I was right when I said 233 to 232 because it's 69 to Barrett and 68 to Roos.
Yes.
In the third frame, a nice spare for El Damaro. So where are you off to next?
I'm leaving tomorrow to Porto, Portugal. We're going to do a clinic there, and then we're going to Barcelona. We're coming back here, actually, and then for another clinic, and then to France. And then I'm going back to Venezuela.
How do you enjoy doing clinics when, like in France, they don't speak English or Spanish? Come to that.
Well, in the last few years, I've been enjoying that because it's great to help people that have the passion for the sport and they want to improve their game. And I've been doing it for a long time at home, so I'm learning more and more. Having great coaches around that have helped me to be better at it. Strike for Demaro, strike for Dominic. Tight match. One pin.
Still a one pin?
Yes.
Still 233, 232?
Maybe 219, 218.
Yeah, it can be better than that.
If they don't strike enough, yes.
Yeah, it's a shame. I prefer always to see 2-game total pinfall in step ladders rather than just one game.
Yeah, I think at least they have like a little more time to realize what they need to do, if they can do a change or not. One game is pretty, well, that's bad for Dominic. He went to the nose. He leaves the 3-16 with a 4 and 7. Makeable split, but
nasty.
He needs this so he can get the count for 20.
3, 4, 6, 7, 10. They're bowling at a good pace. They're not playing match play. Oh, and a 210
for Demaro. So they both looks like they're gonna open this frame. Maybe not. They're gonna.
I never bowl while there's a split on the next frame.
3 for Barrett. We'll see what Demaro can do if he can pick this up.
115 now in the 6th frame. That's come down. And it's an 8-1 split.
I think it's going to be 2 pens difference now, or 1 pen still. 116, 115.
Yeah, Dominic, but it's 1 pin the other way around now.
Right.
So your 219, 218 still stands.
Yes.
Okay, I'll let you get away with that.
I don't know if that's going to happen. They don't look like they're being comfortable on the lanes right now. They think they're still getting used to the lights and the lane condition.
It's a nice style that Dominic has, it's nice, easy.
Yes.
Like Stuart Williams. Stuart Williams always looks as though he couldn't care less where his ball goes. He just releases it easily.
Yes.
Right. Back on the strike zone.
In the Maron lane 5 right now.
So 116 for El Demaro and 115 for Dominic in the 6th frame.
Strike for
and strike again, so it's still a 1-pin game.
Yes. Close match, as I said. Dominic on lane 5. We'll see if he can double to see if he can get a little ahead of that.
Well, he seems to have sorted out the difference between 5 and 6 without any problem, except for that horrible split he left. But he's back in the pocket and made it a double.
He's got a double now. Demaro needs a double if he wants to keep that pen.
See what El Demaro can do. You commute a lot if you live mainly in Venezuela and competing on the tour. How many senior tours do they have?
I think they have 8 right now. I bowl so far 4, no, actually 9 they have. I've bowled 4 out of 7. When I go back to Venezuela 3 days later, I'm flying to the US. I have the last 2 senior stops, which I'm bowling, and then I have to bowl the Pan American Games. they call it the Campeonato Panamericano in Las Vegas for my team Venezuela.
Have the Tournament of the Americas been held yet?
Yeah, on the 27th of July. They start, I think, the 28th or 29th of this month.
That's quite a good tournament.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I bowled last year for the first time, and I won the singles and the all events.
Good prize money?
Team. No prize money there.
Oh, all medals?
All medals, yes.
Okay.
A lot of gold medals, but no money.
Okay. Paulette Watson runs that tournament, doesn't she? Used to be at Cloverleaf Lanes in Miami at one time. Now it moved up to Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale, yes.
Sawgrass.
Sawgrass Lane, yes.
Yeah.
See if he can turkey here. He's got it. So there's still the 1 pen difference going to the 10 frame.
Yeah.
So whoever gets the best 10 frame is going to practically win this match.
And the advantage by 1 pin is El Demaro. Oscar Palermo over on 13 and 14. I think he left the 4-9 at that time.
He's just warming up. He's just getting the feel.
Throwing the ball.
Yeah.
He's had his little baby with him earlier, little Dida, with his partner Veronica. Yes. 1 year old, 1 year and 1 week old. Only seems yesterday we heard of the birth. Another one we welcome into the world of bowling is Jesper Agabo, who usually comes into the finals here in Barcelona. He comes with his wife Ricky home, and they've just had a little baby called Tour. About a week old, and another strike from Mr.
Another strike.
175 in the 8th, 15 over.
Well, if they strike out, it's going to be, like you said, 236 to 235. That would be the 1 pen difference you talk about. That's pretty good.
Got to be an 8 in there somewhere, because I said 233, 232. They don't usually do what commentators tell them to do.
It's a good shot. Looks like a little light.
Oh, 8-10. That's a nasty one to get in the 10th frame.
I think the Demaro lost this game. 8-10. Light. Just a little too hard. A little too anxious for that shot. Dominic going to the final with Oscar Palermo.
Right. We need an 8. I think we need an 8 from Dominic. To 233. And he just takes 1.
Good tournament for Demaro Ruiz.
There we go, 233. 235. So Mr. Barrett advances to the final to play against his good friend Oscar Palermo, 235 to 212 according to my statistics. Or is it 202?
202.
202?
202 for Demaro.
So this one's made a mistake in the 8th frame,
So what's your prediction for this match?
Yeah, I got to think about that. I could do with a double scotch. So it was 235 to 202. So I was right with 235.
230,
well, just 2 pins out.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think it's going to be a closer match than 30 pens. And scores is going to be about 240 to 30. It's my guess.
Let's see what Oscar can do. No, they did a 4-9 on 13, and he's got a 4-9 on 6. 2 practice balls on each lane.
Yes, I see Oscar practicing on lane 6. He's going high every time. I don't know. He's going to make a little change, whether change balls or angle, but he's definitely going high in practice session.
The European Bowling Tour is,
I had an argument with Kim Jensen about the time it takes to bowl a game, and I said, if they bowl singles pace, it takes 17 minutes. And he said, no way, no way. And timing that 16 minutes.
16 minutes, yeah.
That took. So I was wrong, but wrong by 1 minute.
That's not bad.
Going from Finland in the north to Moscow in the east.
Oh, we're going to finish. If they do 16 minutes this game, we're going to be finished in. We're going to have 10 minutes to cover the presentations. So running early.
Yes.
Okay. Not often to run early in a bowling tournament.
Almost never.
Yeah. Do you remember Chris Schenkel doing the what do they call it? World of Sport? Was it on?
Yes, ABC Sports.
ABC Sports on Saturday afternoons.
Yeah.
They had an hour and a half.
Hour and a half show, yes.
But there were 4 in this. I think there were 3 matches.
No, back then it was top 5, and then 5 against 4. Whoever wins against third, second, and first. So it was 4 matches actually.
And they did that in an hour and a half.
In an hour and a half, yes.
Yeah, those were the days when you bowled at a good speed.
Yes, actually, when you talk about that, I remember that every time you went on the approach, you're thinking about the 25-second rule, and and that was that after you get the ball, you have 25 seconds in order to throw the ball. I remember my first few shows, I was just thinking about, making that 25-second rule. I couldn't concentrate on my bowling because they fine you for that. So finally, it took me a while until I realized that now I got that right. Now let me think about my bowling and stuff.
I wish they'd do that now.
Yes.
Well, I think they're trying to bring in a 30-second rule now, I think.
Oh, they are?
In the WTBA and the World Championships, yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
But I don't know if they're going to have a referee behind every lane,
yeah,
every pair of lanes with a stopwatch.
That sounds more fair, 30 seconds. I mean, more like a correct number. 25 is like...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the last match in the 34th issue of International Ciutat de Barcelona.
I don't know, but I got a feeling Dominic's going to win. I don't know why, but maybe the extra game that he just bowled.
Starting on lane 5 from England, Dominic Barrett.
Trying to remember if he's actually won a tournament. I know he's been in finals several times. I've seen him string strikes and then halfway through, around about the 7th or the 8th frame, leave the 2-4-10 and lose. I can't remember exactly.
Where was that?
Here.
Oh, right here.
On the same pair of lanes.
Oh, really?
Because we always used to have the finals on 5 and 6.
On 5 and 6, yes.
And then last year we moved them to 7 and 8, which is fine for us sitting here.
Yeah, that would be perfect, right in front of us.
But this year it's gone back to 5 and 6 because health and safety issues with the TV tower behind the lanes and blocking the exits. So here we go. Dominic kicking off on lane 5 for the first ball of the final.
5 rows still in the left lane.
The high road, is it?
5 road.
Fire road.
The new ball that came out.
Yeah. He came over, I think he came over on Wednesday and said he drilled that ball on Tuesday. So I think the first set he bowled a 300.
Yeah, he bowled 300 on Thursday night, if I'm not
That's
wrong.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, when I bowled my first quad and he was next to me.
Actually, when you look down the list of competitors, 126 from 25 countries.
Yeah, you see people from all over here.
Yeah, but, some really well-known bowlers playing here. Come on, Mr. Paloma. And he's
strike for him.
Right in the pocket for a strike.
I came here last year, and every time I see better and better bowlers here, especially from Finland and actually the Romanian team is getting a lot better. They're getting stronger in such a short period of time. This year they bowled pretty good in San Marino. Most of them make the top 48 for Sunday.
Well, they got Joe Slowinski as their national coach.
Yes.
So they're doing pretty good.
Great job he's doing. because I can see big difference from before. 7 pin for Palermo in the second frame. Couldn't double.
Yeah, the Romanian team are traveling around a couple of tournaments to prepare for the European Men's Championships, which are being held in Vienna, Austria next month.
Well,
Easy spare.
Bowling this tournament is a great experience for them because they have to, bowl with the best competition they can, so they can learn more and more and be more confident for the tournaments.
But even the 24, the field was cut to 24 this afternoon, and when you look down Thomas Larsson, for instance, he's won this tournament and been runner-up a couple of times.
Strike for Dominic, lane 6. I thought he was using a different ball on the lane 6. I think he's using the same 5 rod on both lanes right now. For some reason, I thought he was using a different ball on the lane, on the right lane.
Another interesting guy bowling the tournament for the first time is Chris Clerk from the United States. I think he comes down from Phoenix as well. And he was on the winning team of the USBC Championships.
Wow.
And also...
double for Dominic.
Also won the Bowlers Journal doubles with Andrew Kane. And Andrew is the president of USBC.
Of the USBC, yes.
Actually, we know Andrew. He used to come across to Europe and bowled some of the tournaments, bowled the British Open.
Actually, he bowled some tournaments on the tour too. I think a few years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, his coach was Fred Borden. Come along, Mr. Palermo. Yep.
Double. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Just a strike.
Don't say things like that to me, Emma. I think I've fallen asleep and missed a frame. Double for Dominic.
Yes.
I hope I'm up to date. We got 20 minutes of transmission time left, so we're not doing too bad. They're bowling at a nice pace. I hate to see it when they adjust their glasses and dry their hands and rub the bowling ball and fool around.
Oh, that was a great break for Oscar. The double, now they're tight.
What did he leave? Was it the 210?
He was leaving almost the 4-7. I mean, the 4-10, and 10 fell off, and then another pen knocked down the 4. So he's got a strike for that. Great break. See if he can take advantage on the next frame. Yeah. Now it's Dominic up.
Luck comes to the rich and famous. Yeah, he's using that fire red. And
it's a good ball. Yeah, 3 in a row for Dominic.
So it can be 280 to 270.
I was thinking about that. I didn't want to count. So 290 to 280. Okay. 290 to 80.
290 to 80. Yeah. There's our school. Goes into his own little world in between shots.
Yes, he doesn't show too much emotion, but he did on that strike.
That's a good one again.
Oh, 4 in a row. Great carry, It's all about who's going to carry, I think, because everybody's hitting the pocket pretty well. It's just...
Wow. It's a good advertisement for Storm bowling balls, is it not?
Yeah, those pins flies all over.
Well, of course, you've got to be patriotic, haven't you? Because how long have you been on the Storm stuff?
I've been bowling with Storm since 2009. I just like their equipment so much. I get so confident with it. They got so many bowling balls, and I cannot honestly say that it's a bad bowling ball. You know, it's just everyone just have the right place, the right time. It's about me when to know when to use which. So
Do you see Bill and Bob Chrisman, the owners of the company?
I
very
see him
often?
in Vegas every year at the World Series, but that's about it. He doesn't go too much anywhere.
No, the last time I saw him about 3 years ago, he came to San Marino. Nice guy.
Yes.
Nice. It's a nice family, Storm.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a
stubborn
bad break.
pin.
He's got a good break before, bad break right now.
Evens itself out.
Yeah.
99 in the fourth, 19 over.
Yeah, that's a bad break.
Could be 11 pins down if Barrett gets a strike the next ball, next frame. When he takes a 10 pin, he uses one hand, but when he takes a 7, he just
for the
uses
7
a
pin,
2.
he needs the curve. Not for the 10 pin, so he needs one hand for the 10 pin.
So 119 in the fifth, 19 over par.
Because this one right now is gonna be 20 pins ahead, so give a little more cushion for this match.
How much were you betting on Dominic to win? Mind you, we were both looking at Dominic to win, so that's all void.
Yes, I said from the beginning. I felt like after he beat Ildemaro, I felt like he's got more confidence at this time. You see
That's
this
wide.
shot? That was a bad shot right there.
A washout.
He got a little too fast.
1, 2, 7, 8, 10.
Yeah, the 1, 2, 8, 7, 10. It's a makeable spare because it's the head pin standing, but it's not an easy one.
So that brings him down to a lead of just 6 pins.
If he picks this up, yes.
Leaves the
missed it.
10.
Yeah. So he's down by 6 right now.
105, 115, 124, 133 in the sixth. So he's 13 down. So Osku has to stay clean.
If I have to guess, I think Dominic's going to strike out.
That's a better ball. Oh, came up really high and left.
He
That's a
had
3-6.
He cut that one short.
Now, if Osku wins, it's difficult to interview because he's Finnish. I'd say the interview is quite short.
I'll leave that one to you.
And if Dominic wins, it's hard to keep him.
That's going to be easy for you. That's going to be easy for you.
No, he's easy to interview. You just say how'd you get on, and then 5 minutes later, he'll stop the explanation. Used him as co-commentator a couple of times. He's a lot of fun.
Right here at this tournament or another tournament?
Yeah. We were in Asti in Italy a couple of weeks ago, and we did live commentary from Wednesday night right through till the final on Sunday. So we were doing commentary 14 hours a day.
Really? Wow, that's long. So they were showing the whole tournament during the whole time?
On
every squads and everything?
The only problem was we had a bad internet connection and the pictures were really jerky.
Okay.
But the commentary came over okay.
Looks good right now. Here. See if he can double. That was a good shot.
Well, the pendulum's swinging in Finland's favour. And that one bad shot from Dominic Barrett could have cost him the match. Five in a row would help. There's number one. No.
Oh my God. That went long.
4-10.
Seems like the oil is carrying down because the last shot was a bad shot, but this one wasn't that bad at all. Looks like the oil is carrying down. He just leaves the 410. If I have to predict right now, I think this game is over. I think Old School is going to win. He's ahead of by 30 pence? Yeah, 30 pence.
30 pence exactly if he gets strike the next ball. Well, it's €12,000 first prize, and baby Dida have a nice little present.
I was telling his wife, she's going to bowl, not two-handed, just one. She was laughing about that.
Yeah, Veronica's a lot of fun. That's 2-pin.
A little too hard, he leaves the 2-pin. Make it more spare, so.
168 in the 7th frame. Home and dry.
Well, the only thing here now is Dominic has to strike out to get to 219, and then if that happens, Oscar needs a spare to win. If he opens, he loses. So anything can happen, but we'll see.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed in favor of Barrett. Fingers crossed in favor of Oscar.
He's using the marble pearl right now.
Has he been using that all the game?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did on both lanes. Well, if he spares, it's over. You just need to spare.
207 in the 9th, I make it. Hard to see the score from here. There you go.
Oscar wins the tournament.
Once again, a split robs Dominic Barrett of the title. I've seen that happen
Couple bad shots and
twice before.
Nice tournament for Oscar.
227, I make it. Am I right?
Yes,
Thank you.
227.
So our predictions of 240.
Yeah, my prediction went down. Well, couple bad shots. Dominic really, if he doesn't open, definitely was pacing a 240 easy.
The camera will show Oscar holding baby dealer.
Dominic finished with 207.
This was the conclusion of the 34th issue of International Ciutat de Barcelona. May I ask the winner to step to the phone line? Winner was Oscar Palermo.
Trophy now being presented to Oscar by Javier Amador, who's from the Barcelona City Hall. Barcelona Cities are good sponsors of this tournament, and for which we are all very grateful indeed.
Please stay with us. We will continue with the whole ceremony of the top of the tournament.
Well, Alberto, we have finished 10 minutes early, and they forecast that we'd finish 10 minutes late. So
yes,
that's
it was
nice.
great to be here with you. Hopefully we can do it next time.
Thank you.
Well, I hope next time I'll be on the show, so you interview me after win. that sounds better.
Yeah.
But if I don't, I'll be happy to be here with you again.
Always welcome. And if you run across Brian Voss,
okay,
tell me, miss, because Brian Voss works with me when he's here. And when he doesn't make the final,
right,
he does the show with me. So he's a good guy. I always enjoy working with him.
I will tell him that you say hi, and I will tell him that we miss him here this year too.
Thanks very much indeed.
Yeah, you're welcome. See you next time.
Thank you, Ramleto.
You're welcome, Keith.
It's been a great pleasure to work with you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Okay, viewers, time for the presentations now, presentation ceremony, and we say goodbye. See you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the full ceremony of the top three of the 34th edition of International Ciutat de Barcelona. And the third position will be awarded by the President of the Catalan Bowling Federation, Joan Leitat. Number 3 is from Venezuela. And the second award will be handed over by Monica, representing the Catalonia government, and it goes to Dominic Barrett from England.
John, for the prize.
Finally, the winner of the award handed over by Xavier Amador, representing the City Hall of Barcelona, Finland, Oscar Panama. And as always, on behalf of the European Champion Bowling Federation, a great appreciation, one, for your hosting of this tournament every year. Please give a great hand to Juan and his staff from the Catalan Bowling Federation. Thank you very much. Thanks all for me. I know Detail have a few words to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very great pleasure to make a surprise presentation here this evening. If I can find the trophy. This here is the John Davis Award. It's an American award, and it's for the first time it's been awarded internationally. It's presented from the foundation to a member for outstanding contributions on behalf of the advancement of the sport of bowling. And it's a very great pleasure to introduce John Janowitz from Cable, who will present this award on behalf of John Davis to Kim Forsgaard Jensen.